At this point, Illuvium is pretty well known for falling behind when it comes to deadlines, but when we take a look at the progress they've made in the last few months, it's hard not to be understanding, at least for some of us. I know for me. But just a few days ago, the January dev blog was dropped, and I know what you're going to say, but Artemis, it's March. Sometimes it just happens, and if it's any consolation, hopefully we'll be having the February dev blog here in the next couple of days. Regardless, here are some of the biggest updates from the team. Now, really fast, just to catch everyone up on what's been going on in the Illuvium ecosystem, there have been 3 major drops in the last few months. Overworld Private Beta was introduced back in December. Illuvium 0 Alpha was released in January, and the first wave of Illuvatars was released to the public as of March 7th. Now, throughout December and January, the team took plenty of time to address community feedback in regards to the overworld, as well as continuing to develop features for the full launch. Specifically, the team has been working on a handful of different mechanics and dynamic elements to the overworld. Some features the community can expect in the future are new movement mechanics like sliding and gliding, and the addition of dimensional stability playing a role not only in encounters, but in the entire region itself. In the overworld, if you cross a mining threshold now, you'll be fighting the clock to collect as much as possible before the region collapses. Now, it doesn't really say so in the dev blog, but this should just be a game mode, so if you don't want to have to deal with time constraints when you're mining, you shouldn't need to enter it. But along with these features, when Overworld Private Beta 2 launches, the community can also expect the addition of 2 additional regions to explore. Now, while these might not be as polished as Crimson Waste was upon the release, the team assures us that they'll be just as breathtaking, and if you've seen any of the leaks, I think you'll agree with them. Now, when it comes to both the survival arena and the much anticipated PvP, the arena team has been working hard at polishing up the game, implementing PvP mechanics, and integrating the final Illuvials. With only a couple of characters left to implement, the community will soon be able to experience the whole suite of characters, all 150 plus the tier 0s that the team has in store. Private Beta 3 for Arena is set to include multiple game modes, improved online functionality, and some real quality of life improvements that give it that much needed polish. As many probably already know, Illuvium 0 Season 1 was delayed. Now, the reason for the delay was so that the team could have more time to test and gather feedback on the new marketplace feature that will be a part of the next update. The marketplace is going to allow players to buy and sell resources with other Illuvium 0 landowners. The rest of the blog covers changes and improvements to the Illuvium website, but I've always felt that those changes are better to experience than to hear me talk about. Some of the ones you might want to keep a lookout for is the new homepage. As usual, every couple of months they switch things up. It helps to keep things feeling fresh. They've added a new section to the main site now where all of their articles and blogs are stored, easy to find, and an entire new section has been added to the Illuvidex to accommodate the launch of Illuvatars. Also, the implementation of release token supply you can now view on the staking page. If you want to learn more, make sure to check out the link to the full dev blog in the description below. If you have any question, as usual, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments. Until next time, I'll see you on the flip side.